What's up my guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nandan. I'm a senior in industrial engineering and economics over at UW Madison, and in this video I'm going to share my Common App essay with you. Now, mind you that I personally hate these kind of videos because it makes the person speaking about themselves feel like a know-it-all. I am not a know-it-all. I don't know how I got to where I am, so like, I'm just as clueless as you. But these kind of videos get views, and a lot of you say the channel's underrated, so here's to whatever. If you find this and this helps you, please drop a like. So I'm going to split this series kind of thing into like 2 videos. In this one, I'm going to be talking about my Common App essay, and in the next one, I'll share with you my UW Madison essay. Once again, keep in mind that this does not mean that if you follow this very structure, you're going to get in. It's just like what I did to like try to get in. I don't know. I honestly don't know how I got in, why I was accepted. I would really like to know. Yeah, why? So the prompt that I chose for the Common App essay was, some students have a background, identity, interest, or talent that is so meaningful that they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, please share your story. A couple of things obviously that I highlighted were background, identity, interest, talent, and meaningful. So while writing this, a lot of us don't realize the situation that we're in ourselves. So I feel like taking a step back and analyzing where you're from, how your life has shaped up to be, or like the things you just like which you think might be lame to other people. Put that down, or just like write down the stuff you like, and then you'll slowly find like a way to spin that into a nice, interesting story for everyone. And now I'm going to read to you exactly what I wrote, and I'll try to make it sound more interesting than just plainly reading off of it with a lot of voice modulation. Please hire me as a voice actor. I can really use the extra money at this point. That's a joke. I'm fine. What would you prefer? The Sherlock Holmes book or the Sherlock Holmes movie? Give me the book and I'll probably read a few pages, but show me the movie and I'll watch it over and over until it tires my eyes. Now, although they're the same, the movie and the book, they're different. To me, a movie gives you the freedom to play around with the story. What's amazing about film is that the story itself doesn't matter, but how you tell the story does. I discovered filmmaking in grade 11 when life was relatively easy and we didn't have loads of assignments to complete. I can attest that was a lie. Back then, I tried to convince the introverted sophomore year version of me to try new things. Dude, new place, new you, I thought. And it didn't take me a few months to settle into my new high school, and once I did, I didn't change one bit. Back in 8th grade, I was like every other kid in school. Fond of chocolate, maybe a little too much, and being fat meant you'd be made fun of day in and day out. What upset me was that people don't appreciate you for who you are, but downright judge you for how you look. And at least that was how it was for me. I didn't want to be introverted. It was just the easy way out from bullying. Luckily, it wasn't as bad as you think. Just a few jokes here and there, but how long was I gonna live like that? 1 second, my mic is slipping. I know why this happened. I got nervous thinking of my past, but anyway. Luckily, it wasn't as bad as you think. Just a few jokes here and there, but how long was I gonna live like that? When I left grade 10, I was sad that I wasn't gonna see my friends every day, but more importantly, I was happy that I had a chance to start anew. And it worked. I could finally become who I really wanted to be. So I made and followed a strict workout and diet routine, and then once I lost weight, it helped me become more confident. I was the kind of person that would overthink overthinking. But once I joined my high school, I just thought, to hell with this, I'm going to sign up for anything that I like. So I signed up for a film festival and immediately grabbed my laptop, opened Word, and there sat the cursor, mocking at me at my inability to type. For almost hours, I just stared at a blank document, and then suddenly the ideas started to flow. I kept typing until I clicked Command S and realized that I had actually written my whole script. It was about becoming 18. Sometimes we face hardships in life, but what's important is overcoming those hardships and emerging a better person. This is kind of preachy, but they like this kind of stuff. When I wrote my film, I took into consideration all the times I thought of giving up, but went on only because I had already gotten so far. I had held on for so long, so what's the use of giving up now? I cast my brother, who's really passionate about acting, in the film, and when directing it, I realized how considerate film makes me as a person. When you direct a film, you think about how it would look from another person's perspective. That is, you think about how they would interpret the film. This has helped me think about my words and how they affect another person, and so has made me more mindful. Once I finished making the film, I was satisfied with the outcome. I took this opportunity more as a personal challenge than trying to win a competition. Although I didn't win any awards at that film festival, I did gain recognition in my school for making that. With over 900 views and a letter of appreciation from the head of school, I'm glad that I made a film that addresses an issue that almost all of us face today. You know what? I'm kind of proud of my 18-year-old self. 16-year-old self. Nice. As teenagers, we tend to give up quite easily, thinking that everything hard in life is happening to us like right now. But what we fail to realize is that everything happens for a reason, and we are the only ones in control of our life. So whenever I feel like giving up, I ask myself this question. If you wanted to give up anyway, why did you hold on for so long?
You will feel like giving up, but when you do, think about why you held on for so long.
Chills. Literal fucking chills. Holy shit, okay. Alright. Evidently, some of the stuff in this essay was kind of preachy. Some of the stuff might have seemed cheesier than it should be. But from what I've learned, they kind of like that kind of stuff. And by they, I mean like admissions officers. Does not mean you have to lie, but you totally can, because no one's ever going to find out. I'm not attesting lying in your college essays, but do a little bit here and there to make it more emotionally evocative. Provocative? If you wanted to take away some advice from this, let it be that spin a story a certain way to make yourself look like you emerged brighter from the other side. Basically, you started off lowly and then you end up in a place where you're kind of better now. Or even if you didn't, just spin it in a way to make it sound like, you're doing everything you can to try to change that or to try to better yourself a little bit every day. The thing about filmmaking was obviously true. Like, you guys know how close this kind of stuff is to me, like making videos and all that. This does not count as filmmaking, but I still try to involve myself with it as much as I can right now. So that was the Common App essay that I wrote for uni. Do what you want with that, I guess. It's also linked down in the description as a PDF if you want to take a look at it. Once again, I'm not saying this is the essay format that you should stick to. I'm not saying this is the prompt you should pick. I am not saying that stick to the same story and write something along the lines of those. This is just me sharing my experience on how I did stuff. Once again, I don't know how I got to where I am. I'm winging it just like you. So if this video helped you in any way, consider leaving a like below. If you think I could have made this format better, let me know and I'll do it again, probably next year. So, YouTube does its thing and this is recommended to you once again. But for now, thank you for watching and wait up for the next video. It's going to be me reading my UW MADISON essay and sharing that with you guys. So if you want to wait for that, hit subscribe below and hit the bell icon. That doesn't work half the time, but people say that, so do it. And peace. I will now charge my iPad. By the way, this is here for like flight training purposes. It helps keep the iPad